Hey, what's up, guys? It's been a long time since we filmed one of these. Don't really do it anymore, but I figured I'd make an exception for our good buddy Pico. He came up with a great idea the other night to film a video highlighting some of the favorite cards in his collection from all different sports. And in his video, check the link down in the description, he put the challenge out there to a number of us, really to anybody, to film a video, just talk about some of your favorite cards in your collection. So this is my entry. So appreciate that, Pico. A lot of fun seeing the great cards you got in your collection. I had to pull most of mine out of storage as I've been renovating the basement for the last year or so. That's all pretty much coming together, so gave me a chance to dust off these cards and show them off a little bit. Also gave me a chance to dust off my Mark McGwire starting lineup figure collection. I don't have a video set up anymore, so I thought, hey, you know what? These guys can be the backdrop for this video. So we're just going to go sport by sport. Let's start with football. I really don't collect football, but I do have one decently nice pull that I had back in August when I was at the National Sport Collector Convention in Chicago. This is a hollow out of Optic of my boy Baker Mayfield. Was a really hot card at the time, not so much anymore. A lot of his stuff has really come down in value, but all of us up here in Northeast Ohio are hoping that he can turn things around and at least make a decent showing this year with the Brownies. But they're the Browns. We know how that'll turn out. But a really nice card. Optic, they just put out some beautiful sets. This is just a really nice looking card. Really all I have to show off for football. So we still got the little stand gimmick there. We'll keep using that. Let's move on to baseball. This is a really iconic card from my childhood. Was worth a whole lot more back when I was a kid than it is now. But this is one of those that I just wanted so bad to have a copy of. It's the Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card from '89 Upper Deck. Was never able to pull one of these or get my hands on one as a kid, but that didn't stop me from trying to acquire one. My older cousin had a couple copies of these, and I actually tried to steal one of those from him when I was a little kid. So that's how bad I wanted this card. But, you know, prices come down dramatically on those, and I picked one up in college for cheap. That's a lot of these cards I'm going to show off today. I just picked up cheap. Some of them I've had since I was a kid, but most of them aren't really worth the paper they're printed on anymore. I had the advantage of growing up when cards were just mass-produced to the point of being nearly worthless. So a lot of the stuff that I was opening as a kid just never was all that valuable. But there's Ken Griffey Jr., one of the best ever, and just a really iconic card. Here's another baseball card, one of my favorites, another one that just like as a kid, holy cow, I wanted to get my hands on one of these so bad. The Mark McGwire rookie card. As you can see, I'm a mark for Mark, a Mark, but McGwire, he was just the biggest thing. Being a St. Louis Cardinals fan in the late '90s, he and Sammy Sosa saved the sport of baseball. I don't care what he was pumping himself full of to hit all those home runs, but man, going to Busch Stadium and watching this guy just launch baseballs was so much fun. Just some of the best memories I have as a kid is going to the ballpark with my family, my brother, my dad, my friends, and just watching Mark McGwire tee off on baseballs for years and years and years. This specific card I think it was out of 85 Tops, is his rookie card. Probably, I don't know, it was several $100s back in the late 90s. And the local card shop, the owner had a few of these in the case, and I just thought, oh man, I'm going to save up the $300 or $500 someday and buy one of these. Of course, you know, all the truth came out about Big Mac and what he was doing, how he was hitting all those home runs. And I think I paid like $12 for this card in the early 2000s. So, but it's still just one of those iconic cards. A lot of nostalgia for me. I also got Mark to autograph this one, as you can see. My brother and I would take trips to Jupiter, Florida for spring training for a number of years. And when McGwire joined the Cardinals training staff, he went on a redemption tour of sorts and was the most fan-friendly guy. I'd never seen him so fan-friendly ever. I never could get his autograph when I was a kid at the ballpark. He was just untouchable. But when he came and joined the coaching staff 8 or 10 years ago, he would just sign autographs for everybody. So I got him to sign this rookie card, a baseball, a Bash Brothers poster. So super thrilled. That was just such a highlight to get him to autograph one of those for me. Let's move on to basketball. I, like pretty much everybody else, bought into the hype, the Zion mania. I have bought and sold a bunch of this year's basketball cards. Finishing my basement, I've almost paid for the entire bill just with the profits I've made from moving boxes and singles of this year's basketball product. It's insane. I'm not going to show off any Zion or anything. I'm going to go in the Wayback Machine to when I was probably 8 or 9 years old. And just one of my all-time favorite sets. Whenever I think about being a kid and ripping wax, this is the set. It's 1993, 1994 Fleer Ultra. Just one of my all-time absolute favorite sets. Just every penny that I had from allowance was going towards as many of these packs as I could get. And this is an insert set from that. Michael Jordan, if you know anything about 90s basketball wax, it's all about the inserts. This is still, early 90s is pretty much all junk wax, but once you get into the late 90s, it's all about these crazy high dollar Michael Jordan inserts. So this was just the very bleeding edge. This is the set in my mind that really started to set the tone for basketball sets going forward. Boxes are pretty pricey nowadays for this set, but this is just one of my all-time favorite. Just the look of this card is absolutely amazing to me. The famous nicknames insert set. This Ultra set had so many cool inserts, but I've actually got the entire insert set of these, but it's got their nicknames on there. There's a little Air Jordan, but I'll just show off the rest because why not? There's DC for Derek Coleman. We got Clyde the Glide Drexler. We got Muggsy Bogues, Sir Charles Barkley, Penny Hardaway, and LJ. I wish they would have went with Grandmama for his nickname. I don't know if there's trademark, whatever, but Tony Kukoc, the Pink Panther. I don't remember anybody referring to him as that. There's the mailman, Karl Malone, Baby Jordan, Harold Miner. I don't know that he ever really lived up to that hype. There's Zoe, Lonzo Mourning, Akeem the Dream, and Shaq, the Admiral, David Robinson, and the Human highlight film, Dominique Wilkins. So just sticking with that set, there were so many cool insert sets, and that I can just, some of these cards I've kept since I was a kid. Here's one that I got. This is the Inside Outside insert set. I can remember I sold a stack of Goosebumps books at a yard sale, and then went to, we didn't have a card shop at the time, but they sold trading cards at a video rental store, and I went and bought some packs, and I remember hitting this Michael Jordan Inside Outside insert. So got that from selling my Goosebumps books. But just so many cool inserts in this set. They had the All Rookie Team subset. These are just beautiful. This Scoring Kings, if you can get a really nice condition Michael Jordan of this one, it's worth some big bucks, and you can get it graded. Same goes for this one. It's Power in the Key. Here's a Chris Webber, but I mean, look at these. This set was just, it was ahead of its time, and it really set the tone for sets going forward. So that's basketball. Let's wrap this one up with some wrestling. So I've showed off enough, so much wrestling on this channel that I think we can probably just try to narrow it down to the ones that really speak to, just my favorite set in general. I think you guys know what it is. I've got to go with the ones that just started it all. The old 1999 WCW NWO Nitro set from Topps. There's There's Goldberg, the very first video we ever filmed. This is the one that started us on this silly, ridiculous YouTube journey. Did get this one graded. Everything came back really nice, but I opened up so much of this stuff back in the day. Never was able to hit a single autograph, but lo and behold, here we are 20 years later, and we've got some of the biggest cards in the set. This one I didn't film, but I broke this one. Old Bret the Hitman Hart. I also sent this one away to get slabbed and authenticated, just because I love these cards and wanted to keep them protected. But just a really beautiful card. I don't know how this came back at an 8.5, but here we are. I still have, I think I've got one of these boxes still sealed. I opened one up a few months ago just because I had the itch, and we hit this white whale, but a Miss Elizabeth. So many in this set just passed, way too early. But this is one of the biggest pulls in that set. Check out that beauty of a signature. I mean, just one of those sets. Love them. I also have, those aren't the only autographs I have from that set. I've also hit an El Dandy and the artist formerly known as Prince Iaukea. So that'll pretty much wrap this one up, guys. Hope you enjoyed seeing some of the cards that, again, not worth a whole heck of a lot, but they're the ones that are special to me. Can't wait to see you guys' videos. Drop a link to your video down in the comments. If I can still do comments, I've not kept up with how all that works anymore, but also thanks to Pico for the idea. Hope you guys have been enjoying WrestleMania, all that fun stuff. Hope you guys are staying safe too. I know it's crazy right now. Everybody hang in there, stay safe. We're going to get through all this, but yeah, let me know what you're up to. Hope everybody's doing well. And yeah, it was good to hit the record button on a video again. So you all take care until the next one. Who knows when in the world that may be, but it was fun to stop in and say hi. We'll catch you guys next time. Take care.